They played a good game. They won by like 27. But they will probably, considering they're blessed with playing the 1 seed tomorrow, or no, when the playoffs start, they will probably probably not get past Game 5, by my guess. Alright, so Giannis say doesn't know if this year will be different than the other years he's played. And now, I don't know either, and I'm glad he didn't really... A lot of people are like, where's the confidence? And I'm like, okay, slow down. And this is on, like, Instagram. They're like, oh, where's the confidence? And I'm like, you guys know damn well that if he came out and said, oh, we're going to come out, we're going to run through the league, and then he lost in the first round, you guys would be making fun of him. It was going to be relentless. They know that for a fact. They're just trying to create something again. You know? But, you know, the Heat, I think, are a good underdog bet. I really do. And they'll probably have to fire Budenholzer if he is, if they can't win again. But they have a good chance. I mean, Giannis is playing better than I think he did last year. And they now have Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker. You know, they have more vets. And I think Drew Holiday is very valuable to the team. They went on a losing streak when Holiday was gone. But they now have more veterans. You can argue Giannis is playing his best year yet. So we'll see what happens. Alright. So, Tim Tebow merchandise is in high demand. Now, I'm not hating. But, can I just throw in a stat real quick? I'm going to point out a stat. All the top 5 selling merchandise was all Tebow this morning. So, I mean, I'm not hating, and I understand. By the way, I told you, Jacksonville, they're a college football town, and who played college football there? Tim Tebow. And, you know, I'm just really skeptical of it. I just don't see how a guy who's been out of the league 8 years is going to come and play another position. And, you know, be successful. I just sense disaster, you know. I like Tim Tebow. I think he's a good guy, but I mean, I don't see how it works. And it's crazy because Jacksonville never sells, actually. By the way, about I'm going to talk about their schedule real quick. They have an interesting 5-game stretch where they play some great pass rushers. Where is it? They go 5 games. Bills, Colts, Niners, Falcons, and Rams. That's some great pass rush. So I don't know. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know how that might be his real test. That 5-game stretch is probably his real test. You know. For Trevor Lawrence there. But that's an interesting 5-game stretch. I don't know what they're gonna do there. Alright, so, Curry, Embiid, and Jokic were the final 3 MVP candidates. Curry. If I had to rank these guys, I'd probably put Jokic number 1. He did a great job without Jamal Murray, and he won a lot of games, and he put up a great stat line. Curry, probably number 2. Embiid, number 3. I don't think Embiid played enough games. Jokic played 72. So I think Embiid is 3, Curry is 2, Jokic is 1. But in all seriousness, Chris Paul should be there. The Suns are now a 2 seed after finishing 10. I've said this too many times. I gotta stop. I'm gonna throw another stat at you. Some new blood here. The Thunder are 2-23 in their last 25 games this year. Last year they were a 4 seed and went into Game 7 against the Rockets. It's the Chris Paul effect. It really is. Chris Paul should be there. And, he just isn't flashy enough, so I guess that's why it's not there. But Curry, Embiid, and Jokic have definitely had great seasons, and they definitely deserve to be there. So I'm not discrediting them. I'm just saying, I'm just crediting the voting process. I just think Chris Paul, if the most valuable player really was an award for the most valuable player, Chris Paul would win it, LeBron would win it, Curry would win it, even Jimmy Butler could win it every year. Alright, so 15,000 seats have already sold out for games 1 and 2 in Madison Square Garden. And that's what happens when you got a big market like the Knicks there. I'm hoping they win, and I think they win very, not comfortably, but definitely win, the Knicks. The Knicks, I think their defense, the Hawks are all offense, Knicks are all defense, but I think the Knicks pull it out in, Game 7. I think they're a little better than the Hawks. Isn't it funny? These two were, 1 year ago, these two teams were, the worst in the league. A year from that, right now, they're the 4 and 5 seed. Alright, we still got some more stuff coming here. Alright, so Derrick Henry has expressed interest in the Titans signing Julio Jones. Or not signing, trading for him. And Julio Jones, I think going to the Titans is a good place for him. I mean, they got enough receiving right now, but it would work, they got A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, actually, they don't have Johnny Smith anymore. But if you get, I think Corey Davis, A.J. Brown, 2 top 15 receivers, maybe even top 10. Get Julio Jones, who, when healthy, could very well be a top 3 receiver. I think that's an insane receiving core. I think the Chargers are a good place for him, too. I mean, him and Keenan Allen, I think the Ravens is a great fit. Ravens, who's their best receiver right now? Sammy Watkins? Okay. Julio Jones would be huge. God, that team would be athletic. Julio Jones and Lamar Jackson, that would be the most athletic receiving core. Or no, quarterback receiver duo. Don't pin me for bias, but I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, if Aaron Rodgers returns, are still the best receiving quarterback receiver duo in the league. Okay, so Russell Westbrook went 18, 8, and 15. Westbrook, he's... I don't know. I feel like if I say anything bad about Westbrook, I'm considered a hater. But I do think he's a phenomenal player in the regular season. He's averaged a triple-double in 4 seasons. That's not easy. He's great in the regular season. He has the record for most triple-doubles. But look at his playoff stats since KD left. Since KD left, his stats are not good. Let me see this. He's 7-18. He has a 39 field goal percentage. He has a 29% three-point percentage. And has almost 5 turnovers. He's not good in the playoffs. But, Westbrook, he has had a great career. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer or not. That's gonna be a good debate. Is Westbrook a Hall of Famer? The stats are there, but where's the winning? He hasn't won. What I mean? I don't know. That would be that. That's a discussion for another time. Alright, so the Heat and Bucks are gonna face each other in Game 1 tomorrow, actually, on Saturday. I think that's a great series. It could go either way. When Butler plays, the Heat are obviously good. I don't have to say that again this podcast. But then again, the Bucks have that age advantage where they have the veterans. They got Holiday, they got what's-his-face, PJ Tucker. And I know they're not, world-class athletes, but they can help you win. And Holiday, remember, I'm going to say it again, when he was hurt, the Bucks went on a losing streak. Just throwing it out there. And when he came back, they went on a winning streak. I don't think it's a coincidence. But we'll see how that series goes. I think the Bucks win very narrowly. Alright, so Harden says he thought winning was all that matters. And I understand that. But I genuinely... Now, I don't care about how they put that team together. That's just a new era. It's 3 guys teaming up, and that's what it's been. I wouldn't hold... I hold LeBron and KD accountable. I don't hold one or the other accountable for this. Because, I understand why LeBron left. 1,000,000% understand. He waited 7 years on them to get him any help whatsoever. And the best they got him, I think, was probably Delonte West. Because you want to know who the second leading scorer was in the 2000s, I think it was the 2010 Eastern Conference semis? Or was it against the Magic? I don't know. In one of those 2 series, Delonte West was the second leading scorer. This ain't good. So I understand when LeBron left. But he put an entire... it was a whole plan. When he went to the Heat, if it was just him joining the Heat and he was just joining up with Dwayne Wade, then I don't think it would be as much of an outrage, because the Heat were 37-45, so it's not like he's joining up with a team that went 73-9. But he also called up Chris Bosh, who was a great player at the time. So that was kind of an outrage. Now Kevin Durant joined a 73-9 team to build a 4 All-Star team of 4 future Hall of Famers. So I kind of hold them both accountable for this whole super team nonsense, but I don't mind the way they put the team together because it's just a new era. I do think they roll the Celtics because I just don't think the Celtics have a chance against them. But I think that if they face a guy like Giannis or Embiid, gonna be some trouble because they couldn't stop the Andre Drummond. They couldn't stop Andre Drummond this year. And they're supposed to stop Embiid or Giannis. Keep dreaming, buddy. But don't be surprised if the Sixers or